What is a pre-approval? Who should get a pre-approval? When should you get a pre-approval? What's the pros and cons of getting or not getting a pre-approval? How long does a pre-approval take? Relax. We're going to answer those questions and more right after this. Hey everybody, and welcome back. My name's Steve Strachan. I'm a local realtor here in Calgary, Alberta, and welcome to my channel where I talk all things real estate in Calgary and living in the Stampede City. Yeehaw! In this video, we're going to find out all kinds of things about pre-approvals. Who needs them, when you should get them, how long it takes, good things and bad things about pre-approvals. But before we get underway, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. I make a new video every week, so make sure to hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. All right, pre-approvals, let's find out all kinds of stuff about them right now. Welcome back. Joining us today is my friend, my colleague, the most awesome mortgage broker you're ever going to work with, and he's also a super nice guy. Wile from Red Key Mortgage. Luke, thanks for hanging out and sitting in Homes YYC TV again.
Thanks for having me, Steve.
So today, Luke is going to help us figure out pre-approvals. So before we ask all kinds of detailed questions, why don't we find out, can you help define real simply what a pre-approval is?
Sure, a pre-approval is step one in the financing process that allows people who are looking for a home to determine what they can afford from the lender's point of view.
So know what you can afford before you go out shopping. That will avoid a lot of heartache, hey?
Absolutely. And it also allows you to hold a rate for up to 120 days. So if rates go up, you're set. Don't worry about it.
What if they go down?
If they go down, we'll hold the lower rate.
Aha, win-win. So you said it's the first step. So that's my next question is, when should somebody get a pre-approval?
If anybody's considering buying a home, they should get a pre-approval, even if it's a year, maybe even 2. You can figure out if there's any flaws in your credit, and you can also determine what you can afford right away.
So being proactive and getting a pre-approval first really sets you on a track for success when you're buying a home.
Absolutely. It's step one and it should be done.
Step one, it should be done. He made a rhyme. Many of my clients at the beginning are asking, how long is this pre-approval process going to take? So Luke, how long could somebody expect the pre-approval process to take for them?
Well, with us, we take the application, usually over the phone or online, and then from there, we get consent that we're able to share the information with the lenders. Mm-hmm. Once we get that information, then we put together a 2 to 3 page email with all the options, and the client can say, okay, this is what I afford, here are the options that are on the market. And then from there, we submit the pre-approval based upon which lender, which rate that they want to go with. So 24 to 48 hours.
Wow. So in 1 to 2 days from the time you give Luke a call, he can give you a pretty good idea of what a lender is going to lend to you. That would certainly cut down on heartache, or maybe even include expanding someone's options. So pre-approval is fairly simple to get done.
Simple, quick, why not?
Great question. Quite frequently, I work with buyers, and when I say, have you got your pre-approval in place? They say, no, I'll get that later. So what would a pro and con be to not having a pre-approval?
Well, a pro to getting approval, we've kind of touched on already, but is that you can figure out what you can afford, and you'll have a 120-day rate hold for in case rates go up. Yeah. So that's the pro. The con would be if, well, there really is no con. I mean, you can always walk away from it. It doesn't tie you to the lender. And we would take one credit pull, but we distribute that credit check to all different lenders. So we take one copy of it. So there's not any real cons to doing it, but we just recommend that you do it only if you're serious about buying a home.
Right. So if you are serious, there is really no con. It's an absolute must-have anyway in getting some kind of pre-approval. And if you're concerned about your credit rating being decreased, is that something that they should worry about?
If it's a one-time pull and we distribute to different lenders, I wouldn't be too concerned about just one time.
So there really is no con in getting a pre-approval unless you're not really serious about buying a house. If you're serious, step one is a pre-approval. See, I'm scolding people. Now, thanks to Wile at Red Key Mortgage, we know what a pre-approval is. We know how long it takes, and we're pretty confident that there is no con in having a pre-approval done. My name's Steve Strachan with RE/MAX First, and this guy is Luke Wile from Red Key Mortgage. We hope you've learned a little something about pre-approvals. Come on back at some point. Luke's going to come back on. We're going to talk about other exciting mortgage stuff. Thanks for joining us. Hope to see you again.
See you guys.